Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, Solskjaer, and Ten Hag. No offence, team, but it's really not that hard to be a decent manager at United. Hey guys, and welcome to the third episode of the FM23 Manchester United Beta Save. With me, Raxo FM, and without Cristiano Ronaldo, where today we are going over all the transfers we have done in the transfer window. Deadline day has passed, and of course, as you can see, versus Manchester City in the Premier League. We are top of the table. They are second place. It is the Manchester Derby. This is an incredible game. I think the like target needs to be smashed. But first, you need to make sure that you do smash the like button and subscribe to the Alex Ferguson YouTube channel, because if I don't say it in that order, it doesn't really line up with my animation. But now I can set a like target. I forgot to do it last time, which I regret significantly. So can we please smash 30 likes today on the second episode of this incredible series, the Beta Save? We always go off. Come on, let's get that like target, boys and girls. United have done very well since last time we saw each other. I've won Manager of the Month. We've won every single game, and we've made some decent signings. So we've got to go over them. In terms of sales, who have we gotten rid of? We got rid of more people on loan. Elanga is probably the most noticeable one. We just don't really think we're going to use him, so he's been put out on loan to Burnley, paying half of his wages. Don't mind for diddly do. Since last time we saw each other, the only signing, actually, I really was hyped to go over a bunch of signings, but obviously you saw we signed Danilo, Correa, Otavio, Ryan Thomas, and now we signed Thomas Lamar. Probably the biggest bargain I've ever made in Football Manager, and that's saying something, because I make transfers left, right, and centre with transfer guides. £4.7 million. I don't know how I've done that, but he is a very good player for £4.7 million. Very versatile as well. Yeah, that's probably the best deal I could have asked for, and it does now mean that Ryan Thomas, the New Zealander player, he's unregistered. But we've done well without him, and I didn't really think it's going to be a nailed-on first-team player for us. But if you look at these results here, they're not like average performances either. 4-0 win here. This was the shakiest one, a 2-1 win against Aston Villa, and that was actually an XG that favoured them. But we just bounced back with a very good result against Chelsea, 2-1 XG in our favour this time, and then a 4-0 win once again against Nottingham Forest. 2 4-0 wins. We are a good team at the moment, and we are top of the Premier League. We have a group for the Europa League, but you're all here for the Manchester Derby. Let's jump into it. This is the team that we're going with. Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, who has played so well since starting the save. 4 goals, 1 assist, and 5 appearances. Rashford just as good too. 5 goals, 1 assist, even better in fact, after just 5 appearances. Fernandes, Casemiro, Otavio, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, De Gea. Shaw's been playing really well too. We've just had great performances left, right and centre. I feel like going with a defensive player here, Casemiro, instead of Eriksen, is going to favour us. We have a stacked bench, really good reserves. I love this team. I hope you're loving it too. Smash the like button if you are loving it. And subscribe, if you're on episode number 2, you can't hate me that much. We don't have to do we don't have to do the match beforehand interview thing, because I have actually sorted it and made sure that we don't have to do that in, the instructions thing. Let's just take a look at the team that we're versing today. We have a good team. We know that. That's already been established. But the City team, any changes? That took a long while to load. No changes, but obviously their team is mental as it is. This is probably the most anticipated Manchester Derby, if this was happening in real life, for some time, I'd say. Early season, both undefeated. We're on top of the table. They're just below us. And obviously, I've got Haaland. Some incredible players. But the first chance looks like it could be going our way. Anthony running down the right-hand side. It's not the pass that you really should be making, Anthony. But hey, that's all right. We move on. We push forward. Hope that we win the ball back. We have been really good at playing this gegenpress and getting the ball up high in the field. But right now, it does look like City are working us out. Walker going down the line into Bernardo Silva. He's in on goal and he finishes it. And just like that, at Old Trafford, we're 1-0 down. He's got so much space to run with. And Walker just places that pass very comfortably. And obviously he has. He's not being pushed very much. We've got Luke Shaw at left back. who sort of sits off him, lets him make the pass, and Bernardo somehow has a huge gap to run into, kills it into the bottom corner. You got to give them credit. But gosh, it is annoying after just 9 minutes. But we are bouncing straight back with a chance of our own. Martinez going to move it forward into Shaw. It's kind of more diagonal, but hey, we'll take it because Antony has scored. Whether he's onside or not is another situation. Shaw may have redeemed himself for some poor defending. I think he's on. Antony is onside, and it's 1-1 in the derby day. Look, boys and girls, if this is happening in real life, I'm telling you, it's already looking like a derby to remember. It's 1-1 after just 11 minutes of football. It's Antony and Bernardo Silva. I knew it was the Brazilian. Portuguese. I swear I know football. I'm fully aware of it. I just haven't recorded for some time, and clearly that's catching up to me. But 25 minutes gone. It's a very action-packed affair. 6 shots to 8 to us. And we are on the ball once again with an actual highlight coming our way. Shaw smashes it long. Can't get onto the end of it, Rashford. But Sancho picks it up after a couple of headers going not quite City's way. They do finally win it back as Sancho kind of plays an average-as ball. Ederson's got great distribution. Doesn't work out for them there. Shaw, not a good pass. But again, intercepts. Makes up for his mistake. Sancho moving it into Antony. Antony... Yeah, okay, he falls over and we win the ball back. At least he's won it back. That's the important thing. This is certainly our attack. I'm not even going to get excited about that. He's miles offside. He hasn't even scored is the thing. That's the most disappointing thing. He's miles off. And I think the exact same thing happened in the last episode. Rashford was miles offside and he didn't even save it. I think I remember someone commenting about it. So shout out to you. Sorry, I don't remember your name. But yeah, it's a bit of a replication of Rashford being an idiot. But Bruno Fernandes, could he replicate scoring? He does, Antony, with the assist. And this is going brilliantly for us. I did not expect, with this formation, with these players, with this tactic, to be beating Man City in the, 6th game of the season? We are a very good team. I'm a very good manager. And Bruno Fernandes is a very good footballer, curling it past the goalkeeper, making it 2-1. If you bought a ticket to this, you've certainly got your money's worth so far. 45 minutes up, 2 minutes of additional time done, and we have to tell them that we're thrilled with the performance so far. Very pleased with the number of shots we've taken, number of opportunities, all that good stuff. And we could have another one here. Dalot playing into Bruno Fernandes. Antony picks it up. He's curled one in before. Okay, that's not really the curling effort I wanted to see. I thought maybe it was going into the top corner. Couldn't really tell from the angle of the ball, but it just gracefully places itself into Ederson's hand. So we're going to make a substitution here. Varane is looking injured. Not ideal, so we'll get Lindelof on. We'll also get Bruno Fernandes off because he's looking tired. Eriksen, I think, is definitely the play. Get that experience in that cam position and also just some serious quality. Obviously, he's a very good football player, that man, Eriksen, and he is missing out on a lot of football at the moment. He's got to be gutted with that. But if he can perform decent here off the bench, I don't see any reason why he won't be starting some more games for us. I mean, he's probably already thinking, what's the reason I'm not starting more games? But hey, he's got to impress. He's the man that is a new signing. Otavio is a new signing too, actually, and I'm starting him basically every single game. But hey, priorities. He's younger. I'm discriminatory. I'm just fully acknowledging that. Sure. Playing it over into Otavio. This is why I bring him on. He didn't score, but it was a good chance for us. And actually, the highlight isn't over, but it's still probably over now. 65 minutes gone. Only 1 goal up, but they do seem to have quietened down from the first half. Those 9 shots were 8 in the first half. I say that just as they almost score from a free kick, but luckily they don't. 20 minutes to play. I feel like we're going to hold on here. I'm going to make a substitute to try and ensure that Lamar is going to come on for an on-screen debut. We're also going to get Sancho off because he hasn't done very well on that left-hand side today. So I'll play Martial in the exact same role, on the exact same side, in the exact same position, hoping that he does a wee bit better. I mean, I can't see why he would, the sane by the Joker in the Batman, the Dark Knight is, the definition of insanity. No, I think this is in Far Cry 3. I'm pretty sure it's in Far Cry 3. But the definition of insanity is that, you try the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. That's not from Far Cry 3. That's definitely actually just a famous quote. But it's also in Far Cry 3, by the way. If you played Far Cry 3, shout out to you. I learned how to say it. I think it's Malacia. Yeah, I think it's Malacia. It might be Malakia. I don't think it's either of them now, actually. I'm not sure. But I am sure about us winning this game. 1 minute of additional time gone. And we're the champions of Manchester. I mean, I know we have to verse them again later in the season. And I also know it's only 6 games into the year. But we are top of the table. We have beaten our rivals. And we are 5 points clear. Newcastle are the closest team to beating us right now. Assuming that they win the next game. I mean, with the form that they're in, I imagine they are going to. Who have they brought in? This is very important to me now. I'm surprised they didn't try and pick up Cristiano Ronaldo when we were selling him, actually, because that would have been a pretty good signing. They've signed Alvarez, and that's it. Everyone else is a real-life signing, I'm pretty sure, unless these few players here aren't. Okay, they have done a good job. Eddie Howe, hats off to you. But you're not good enough to beat us right now. 18 points from 6 games. Maximum points taken. Great signings. Great team. Can't ask for more than that. Boys and girls, I will see you at the end of the... I don't know if I want to simulate that far. It might be at the end of the Europa League group stage. I mean, I can't promise it. But it could be. Depending on how much simulating I get done. This one was a shorter episode. So yeah, maybe I will simulate a lot. I don't know. For now, subscribe. Like this video if you have enjoyed it. We've just beat Manchester City. I imagine you're a United fan if you're watching this, unless you just support me generally. So you must be happy with the result. Thanks so much for watching once again. I'll see you all later.